Hey guys, Golden Freakster here, and the reason I'm using a text-to-speak program is because literally everyone else in the house is asleep at the moment and I'm not that big of a jerk. Anyways, today I'm going to be doing something a little different. Today I'm reading some stories out of the Reddit page r/entitled Parents. Yes, you heard correctly. The parents truly are idiots. Anyways, let's get right on with the video. So many of these jerks. Now I find out my neighbor is one too. Just freaking great. I've had a huge emperor scorpion for 5 years now. I got him when I was 13, and I've taken great care of him ever since. Just one problem: he can be super aggressive. You can handle him just fine, but if you shake around or grab him, then he will not hesitate to sting the heck out of you. It's no worse than a bee sting, but it still hurts regardless. I usually don't let people handle him because I don't want them to get stung and accidentally drop him, but I make exceptions for the few people that know how. This story takes place last Saturday when my mom had a party and invited a bunch of neighbors. 2 of them being M and her kid DS. Dumped. From the get-go I can tell DS is bratty. I caught him pulling my dog's tail twice, knocking shit over, and whining for food and attention the majority of the party. M thought this was adorable, meanwhile everyone else is just annoyed. There were other little kids there who were perfectly behaved, so DS has no excuse. About an hour in, my mom approaches me with DS whining at her feet. She tells me DS is bored and that he wants to see my room. I don't like this because I have a lot of breakable stuff up there, and I know he's gonna want to hold a scorpion. I reluctantly take him upstairs, and before I know it he's putting his grubby little hands all over my stuff. I didn't mind as long as he didn't throw or smash anything, which, knowing this sprog was likely to happen, I let him snoop around for a while, and before I can tell him time's up he points to my terrarium and shouts what's in there. I tell him it's not safe, but he doesn't care. He straight up runs over to it, rips the lid off, and looks for whatever is inside. I see the scorpion back into his den, and I can tell he isn't happy. I shoo DS away and tell him it's not a safe animal. This makes him angry, and he yells, "I don't care. I wanna see it." I tell him no again, and DS screams. This little kid is now scuttling around the enclosure after being spooked by the noise DS was making. DS presses his face to the glass of the terrarium and hawks at the animal. He turns to me. DS. I wanna hold it, me. I'm sorry, but it's not safe. DS. But I want to. Me. Again, it's not safe. He stings, and I don't want you to drop him. DS. So? If he stings me I'll just throw him, me. Ticked off, don't you freaking dare. DS shuts up and I gently let the scorpion walk onto my hand. I put him a few inches over my desk and let him scuttle around for a little bit while DS watches. DS. So am I gonna get to hold him or not? Me. I already told you on the verge of a temper tantrum. I don't want you to get hurt, but I'm not gonna give in to some little kid's demands. I want to. Me. Looks him right in the face. No. This brat starts freaking wailing and jumping up and down. I feel a sharp pain in my forearm and turn to see the scorpion stinger buried in it. I quickly try to put him back in the terrarium, but not before DS grabs it out of my hands. Of course the scorpion stings him right on his finger. DS lets out an ear-splitting screech and drops the scorpion on the desk, and I scoop him into the terrarium. I don't attempt to calm DS down because he brought this on himself. I hear both M and my mom race upstairs, and M starts screaming at me. Me. Nothing. Ek got stung by my scorpion. EM. And you didn't help him, me. No, he snatched it out of my hands after I repeatedly told him it was EM. Don't talk back to me. M. Is this true, DS? DS nods, but then goes on to say he wanted to hold it. M. Turns to M, who's still berating me. So let me get this straight. Your kid wouldn't listen to my son's warnings, and then grab a dangerous animal because he was told no? Sounds like he needs to learn some respect. EM. If your son here wasn't such a selfish little jerk this wouldn't have happened. M. If your son wasn't such a dumb this would have happened. EM. How dare you, I kid you not. EM demanded she be allowed to kill my pet scorpion. My dad came in and told her that if she touched me or my pet, then he would throw her down the stairs. EM grabs her wailing kid by the wrist and drags him out of the house, but not before saying she was going to sue us. Good luck, jerk. Well then, how do I respond to a story like that? Well, it turns out that DS gets a lot of things from his mother, including the trait of stupidness. Like, who the heck tells their neighbors that they'll sue them because your child was dumb? Stupid people, this is why I don't leave the house. Anyways, let's go on to the next story. I'm on mobile and I just realized what the formatting looks like, so please spare me. So to give context, a few months ago I got into a very large fight where I was pushed down a 75-degree hill, then the people who pushed me ran. Long story short, I needed a wheelchair for my sprained legs and dislocated shoulder. So now fast forward a few weeks and I'm able to go outside without assistance due to rapid healing in the shoulder. So I was just outside chilling with my friends at the amphitheater, and it was a few hours before sunset, and we noticed EM and EK disrupting a few kids and parents, and the EM even tried to steal a wallet from a mom. But a few hours passed and it's me and the girl who was my GF at the time. And it's sunset, and EK and EM are there and starting to come up the ramp to the amphitheater stage where we are. Here's how it goes. EM. Entitled Mom, Puta Motherfucker, EK. Entitled Kid, Jerk, GF. EK whispers girlfriend something to EM after looking at me for a solid 2 minutes. EM approaches. EM. Hi, how you two cuties doing? I'm very uncomfortable when being complimented, and especially when it's a stranger. My GF knows and takes over. GF. Just enjoying the sunset. How are you? EM. We're doing all right. We were going to go Six Flags, but we don't have the money. I regain my composure. EM. So can my son have that wheelchair? GF is subtly stressed, but I am fine, though I remember gripping the armrests tighter. M. Sorry, it's mine. I got in and I had an incident a few weeks ago where I sprained my legs and dislocated my shoulder. EM. Well, you're out here, anything could happen. M. Yeah, I'm really freaking aware of that, but I'm trying this thing where I go outside, and I'm not prepared to fight for my life. EM. Did you just swear in front of EK? Your apology will be the wheelchair you give us. GF starts to push me away as fast and safely, but EM tugs her arm off the chair, spinning it, so my back faces the 3-foot drop-off from the stage to the concrete. I spin farther towards the seats to get away from the drop-off. But I realize that GF is gonna need help, as EM is dragging her to the edge of the stage, and her legs can't seem to get a stable stance on the ground. It was probably the second time in my life where I am losing and can't do anything about it. EM suddenly stops dragging GF and walks swiftly to me. EM tries to pull me out of the seat and succeeds. And I feel a gash in my head. I feel blood rushing down my face, and I lean on my non-dislocated arm to try to pull myself away when I suddenly see a police car driving by. I have never screeched so loud. The car saw the officer out and books it to the stage. He sees us and sees my girlfriend try to help me up, and he assists me. Then when I'm up and being supported by my GF, he stands and sees the woman running away with my chair. He quickly catches up, and I don't remember much until I ended up getting in an ambulance, then immediately passing out from exhaustion. I don't know exactly, but the mom did a lot of community service and jail time. But I think this was a message from a greater power. I am a very I'll do it myself type of guy, but I think that was a message from some sort of God or Mother Nature, saying that help can be good. Taking this sign, I have been open to help a lot more since. Thank you for reading. Edit. Thank you guys so much for all the likes, and to answer your question, yes, I am out of the wheelchair now. It took a long few months to heal, but I'm out of it. What kind of guys so messed up evil person would do this? You know, sometimes I really hate humanity. This video shouldn't be r/entitled parents, no, it should be called, The One Way to Make Gold and Lose All Faith in Humanity. That's a better name. But let's take a moment to think about this story for a minute, okay? Who would attempt to steal a wheelchair off of a freaking disabled person with not one, but 2 broken legs and a dislocated shoulder? That's messed up. Seriously messed up. I'm glad that entitled mom served jail time. Hopefully she learned her lesson. She probably didn't if we're being honest. Do some people not have any common sense? She just wanted a wheelchair, so what? Her kid could get free entry to Six Flags? Do they even do that? If your kid is in a wheelchair, why take them to Six Flags? Sorry, I'm raging right now. That's going to do it for this episode. If you liked it, drop a like on that like button right down there and subscribe to see when I come out with more content. As always guys, stay golden, stay a freak. Bye bye. Also don't be stupid like these parents. Okay, that's all. Bye.